everyone, this is your instructor Joy. Today, this video will be an answer to one of the subscriber. This subscriber asked me a specific question about Rigadoon by Kreisler from bar 10 to 13. There are a lot of 16th notes, sometimes slurred, sometimes separated, sometimes with trill. And this person was wondering, how can one make it sound elegant? So let me first play the passage so you know what it is. As you can see, there's a lot of 16th notes, sometimes separated, sometimes slurred. Before you work on the bow strokes, I highly recommend to do a little intonation cleaning. I mentioned this one a lot in other videos as well, meaning under tempo, slurred quietly so that you calm down, because when we play fast passages we tend to get really nervous and we feel like we have to work out. But forget about those. No matter how fast that piece is, you should be able to play in a very calm way. So this will help you. First, practice slowly, slurred. And etc. Once you're done this intonation exercise, then you want to do at the tip of the bow, separated bow. What it does is it helps you to learn the angles of different strings, because this specific passage has many string crosses. It involves a lot of active aware movement of your right arm. So by playing separated bow at the tip, it exaggerates the angles of each strings. So this forces you to learn and cooperate with a string cross with your right arm. So it works like this. And spend enough time of each exercise, and once you feel comfortable, then now you will see what bow stroke would be proper for you. There's no such one correct way of playing this, make it sound beautiful and elegant. One can play off the string like I did, like that. Like. You have to find the bow spot where springs are best. So it's mostly a little lower half, maybe 1/3 from the frog. Or some people like to play rather on the string. If you want to play rather on the string, then rather upper half bow. This would be the right spot. Try not to overly use too much bow, because if you use too much bow, this will slow you out. Not only it will sound messy and a little out of the place, but you will not be able to play fast enough. So make sure try to be on the string without using too much bow. Yeah. Like that. So now, whatever bow stroke you play, it is very important for you to use all the joint of your right arm. The main problem that I experienced from my teaching studio is such as fast 16th separated bow strokes. A lot of my students tend to play with a stiff arm, yeah, instead of like this. This would be a typical mistake. Then because you're not moving your wrist enough, or your finger joints, you're blocking yourself, and not only slows you down, but it sounds overly heavy and too much notes. When you're playing a lot of notes, you have to understand what is important and what is less important. That way you brings out the important note a little out by playing more, and then play a little less by softer. While doing that, you can also save your energy and it sounds more beautiful as well. So that's the main guidance that I would give it to you. Now, when you're, there's let's say bar 10, 12, there's a mix of separate bow and a slur. Even though I start off the string, when there is a mix of separated bow and a slur, I like to go slowly towards the tip so that I can do a little more on the string, because it's hard to stay off the string when you have slurs in between. So I'm playing from bar 11 to, I believe 11 to 12. So it goes like this. Now next bar. Now I go from here. Instead of staying off the string, I use a little longer bow. That way I'm a little upper half bow to stay on the string. Now here I can do I stay there for two reasons. Because I'm slowly doing crescendo. In order to get louder, it is easier if I use longer bow on the string. And then soon I'm gonna do slur. Even if I'm gonna go back to the piano, it is easier to stay upper half bow. For that reason, I keep the bow on the string like this. Yeah. So I hope this was helpful. Main thing is keep your bow not too heavy, light, and use just a small amount that's needed. We like to overuse the bow, and that's often the wrong direction. Sometimes you have to use lots of bow so they sound nice and ringing, but when you're playing fast strokes like this with lots of 16th, using just very conservative amount, whatever just needed, is often the fastest key to solve that. Happy violin playing!